125 pounds, fifth-ranked Drake Ayala out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. And Michael D'Agostino comes in ranked 12th in the nation, 8-2 record. And here comes the beard, Michael D'Agostino. Military Appreciation Night tonight in Ann Arbor. Good-looking singlets from Cliff Keen Athletic.
One of our proud sponsors.
Drake Ayala, 17-2 on the season, 11 bonus point victories. These two met in a dual meet 2 years ago. Then D'Agostino at Northwestern. That was a 6-5 win for the Hawkeye Ayala. Michigan at Iowa. Here we go. Second leg of a doubleheader. Friday Night Wrestling here on the Big Ten Network. D'Agostino last week in Columbus. Really good start to ignite the Wolverines.
That's what was so surprising about last week's dual performance. You know, the guys in the first few weight classes just went out there and throttled the Buckeyes. D'Agostino, he gets very relaxed out there. Wrestles in a high stance. But a guy who's been a two-time All-American already in his career. And, you know, you take a look at his, what he likes to do. He totally commits to his shot. He's going to try to keep Ayala, who likes to attack the both sides of the body in these types of positions here where he slows the match down, and it makes it about that underhook on the right-hand side. See that right-hand underhook right there? And you look to drive. Ayala's got to stay square with him.
D'Agostino, sixth year, spent his first 5 seasons at Northwestern, as you said, Jim, a two-time All-American. Had a great tournament in 2022, was 4th as a 10 seed. First team back in 2020 for then Matt Storniolo and the Wildcats. No score with 1:45 to go here in the first.
Yeah, this Michigan lineup just seems to be loaded with guys who haven't quite hit their stride yet. You know, D'Agostino showed some great moves last week with that big win over McCrone from Ohio State. Going out there, and this would be a huge win for him if he could go ahead and get his offense going. Ranked number 12, this 125-pound weight class is crazy this year.
Drake Ayala, a couple of tech falls last weekend at Illinois and Northwestern. Combined, he put up 37 points in those 2 bouts. That a week after falling to Matt Ramos of Purdue. Inside cover, Hawkeye 4-1. As you said, 125 is crazy as D'Agostino goes back to that underhook on the right side.
Yeah, this time Ayala does a better job of blocking off with the top of his head right there. He breaks free. Look for Ayala to kind of go a little bit more touch and go, get his feet moving a little bit. Likes to shoot that sweep single. D'Agostino's left leg.
2-on-1 here from the Hawkeye Ayala. Center of the mat with 45 ticks in the first frame.
40.
Really working hard as D'Agostino right there. He just makes that big step with that underhook. We'll see if he follows it up. Again, Ayala blocking off with the top of his head right there.
And this is one of those dual meets, Jim. Every single point is going to matter, and maybe even the first takedown of the dual meet could come into play.
Yeah, we haven't had that criteria show up yet, but that's kind of your dream scenario, isn't it, Jim?
I would love to call that kind of a duel. Of course, last week in Columbus came down to the final match. Ohio State falling at Penn State tonight. Great night of wrestling once again. It's Friday Night Wrestling here on the Big Ten Network. Opening 3 minutes, 0-0 to the second with Ayala and D'Agostino. There's Sean Bormetz in his 6th year at Michigan. Led the Wolverines to the Big Ten title in 2022, that same year in Detroit. A runner-up finish. Last season, 5th at the Big Tens, 6th at the national tournaments. And he bleeds maize and blue. 2-time All-American for the Wolverines as an athlete.
Really critical position here for Ayala in particular. See him working to get out there. Nice job of coming back to a switch, but cut off pretty well here by D'Agostino. He's going into that spiral ride. A little deep thigh pride there. You see the fingers on the inside of the leg right there. Now he tries to put the leg in. He's going to stretch him back.
D'Agostino looking for some back points.
A nice job of getting his hips off of the hips of D'Agostino. Makes the big turn. Good back pressure and separation, just like you coach it.
Solid job there from Ayala. He strikes first with an escape, 1-0. It's not an easy position against D'Agostino to get that escape.
Yeah, now Ayala, his first really true shot of the day. Take a look at what's happening here with D'Agostino and Matt Soroschinsky, our official. Really good experienced official is going to go ahead and make the call. It said push it away.
On the line.
I said push everything away. Those are stirrups right there, right? You got to go ahead, push the cinch away. Unsaddle yourself. Push those stirrups away. Push that cinch away, all right? And you're going to get out. Don't pull it into you.
Underhook once again from D'Agostino. 60-second second period, 1-0 match.
And you notice, Shane, that's about the 4th or 5th time that D'Agostino's made that big step with that underhook, but each time, Ayala's measured it pretty well. So we'll see if they've been working on any combination to go off that underhook, all right? Scouting D'Agostino out, because you know he did a lot last week here with that huge underhook and step. But he's not quite getting the angle like he did last week.
Just over 30 seconds here in the second period. Ayala, a 3-time Iowa State champion from Fort Dodge, Iowa. Now I believe some blood on Ayala. They'll send him to the Iowa corner. This Monday, Rick Pizzo and I break down the top stories in the sport and preview upcoming matchups, Big Ten wrestling and beyond. This Monday night, 10:30 Eastern Time on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Ayala good to go, back to the center. D'Agostino, as I mentioned, in his 6th year, he's from Palm Coast, Florida. 3-time state placer at Flagler Palm Coast High School. Short time here in the second period. Ayala back to the 2-on-1.
Both these guys blocking pretty well with their head.
10 seconds, Nate.
And now we'll see how quickly that D'Agostino can get out from the bottom position. He'll likely go down.
The Wolverine goes on bottom. D'Agostino in 4 tournament appearances at the Big Tens, top 5. All those years, his best finish was 3rd at Rutgers in 2020.
And one thing about D'Agostino, we know he likes to roll around in here. He will look for the reversal. He look for big points, right? But he takes his escape. Kind of uncontested there by Ayala. Ayala knows he has to go ahead and drop in on that shot.
Majority of this match wrestled in neutral position. Each guy with an escape. No real serious threat from either guy on their feet up to this point.
Nice job by Ayala now working the 2-on-1. He's been able to step off and get to the other side. And tell you what, D'Agostino jumped on that pretty quickly here. Now he gets in a better position. Can he go ahead and get that right leg? Because you see the back of his shoelaces right there. Actually, his shoe, can he step up and get in a better position? One thing I like about what he's doing, he's elbow deep on that leg. And that gives me a hint of how this match may end in some funky scramble.
D'Agostino, great scrambler, funky, tough to score on, unorthodox. Use all those adjectives in describing his style, unique to say the least.
1 minute remaining in the match.
60 seconds in regulation, 1-1 here at 125.
And, you know, what does Ayala take away from that? Well, I know that if I take that shot, I've got to be a little more shallow. I've got to be worried about that underhook and drive that D'Agostino has, but I've got to anticipate that jumping over the top into that waterfall. Now, good counter there.
There's a roll from D'Agostino.
And he's got his leg in a bad way. That right foot is in terrible position here for him. He's going elbow deep, hanging on for life there. Really gutting it out in this position.
Down to 30 seconds, holding on to that left leg of Ayala, hoping for a stalemate, and he gets it. That was critical.
That was, and he did a great job of hiding his grip there. Take a look at this. Commitment. Most guys get scored on right there. The roll through, and he's in a bad way, and he locks up and holds on.
Down to 20 seconds here in this 3rd period.
You know, Shane, what I'm looking for is, does D'Agostino have something off of that? If you block that underhook and drive, what else does he have with it? What is that setup? What's the secondary move off of that? Because it may be there.
We are going to sudden victory. 2 minutes on the clock.
And for Ayala, I think you get back in on that shot, but you just do a little bit better job of anticipating D'Agostino's casting up over the top. Anticipate that a little bit more. Get to that leg and try to beat him on that cast over. Good job of Ayala just basically coming in, getting a little bit closer to those legs.
Ayala's the guy taking territory, Jim, moving forward. Here's a shot from DiAugustino, but straight on into the defense of the Hawkeye.
And does he have anything, with this that he can hit a duck under to that side right there after you feel the pushback of Ayala? So far, I don't see it. Ooh, nice job there. Now a slide-by attempt there by DiAugustino. Now he's bull rushing with the underhook on the other side. Didn't feel it.
Good action.
Good work there, both guys. Now an overhook. He's got the leg in.
DiAugustino in good position here to score and win. Ayala continues to scramble.
Wow.
Great job there from Ayala to square up.
I'll tell you what, most guys get scored on in that position when the leg is in.
That's why in comes the challenge brick from the Michigan corner.
I tell you what, that was really close. The leg was in. It looked like he had the three-point takedown, but right at the critical moment, it looked like Ayala exploded, right? Watch him come over the top, anticipates that slide by, puts the leg in, and I think that could be called three.
Of course, in dual meets, each team gets one challenge. If you are correct, they give your brick back. But if you are incorrect, you are out of challenges for the remainder of the dual meet. Of course, officials are able to view any position at their discretion.
Take a look at this. I'm looking where the leg is. The leg comes in, and at that moment, there's a hand posted on the mat. So right here, this happens awful quickly. The hand's posted on the mat right there, and you got another hand posted there. I believe he stopped him.
So they give Michigan, Jim, their brick back. This is an official's review. The brick did come from the Michigan corner. They gave it back to Coach Bormetz.
Huge call in this dual meet. Huge call in this dual meet. Nope, they're not going to.
No takedown, so we're back to the center. 58 seconds.
Boy, when you slow that down, that leg was in, the hand was posted, and then the hand of DiAugustino was posted as well before the counter by Ayala. So
nice single leg here from the Hawkeye.
And he's knocked him down to his rear end right there.
Great flexibility from DiAugustino.
Yeah, he's got to keep that head trapped here of Ayala. Ayala in a great position to be able to sit him back. Now an ankle pick and a high leg over. Better position now to be able to score. Can he free that right foot out? Now it's about getting height up. Now Ayala has the height. Coming out the back door, and look at the
flexibility from DiAugustino.
Yeah.
Down to 20 seconds. These guys all twisted up.
Unbelievable, right?
And potentially dangerous with 12 seconds.
Oh, boy.
The defense by both these guys, spectacular.
Here we go. Orthopedic surgeons handing out the cards when they turn 50. Work on those hips.
See if either one of these guys pulls the trigger late in the sudden victory. And 9 minutes, not enough to decide this one. We'll go to the 30-second tiebreakers. This comes up green.
This is where the conditioning comes in a little bit of a factor here. You got the youngster, Ayala.
DiAugustino will go on bottom. It was his choice. And this is where every second matters with the riding time.
No stall warning so far in this match either. That'll play a part here in these tiebreakers.
Quick shot there from Ayala off the whistle.
Rolls back through. Now he comes back up. Does Ayala stay with it? He's dropping in and hitting a little Metzger action right there, but DiAugustino comes up and gets the escape. 12 seconds of riding time.
Down to 15 seconds, 2-1 with that escape. There's a shot from Ayala.
He's got to keep that constant pressure on the feet. Want to burn your stall warning here by backing up on the feet.
And this is where DiAugustino is really, really good.
Well,
Can he ride him for 13 seconds?
Yeah, he took a gamble in that second period there where he put the leg in and tried to suck him back. Well, he tried to do a little bit more traditional riding.
You got it? Okay. Set.
You mentioned, Shane, 12 seconds of riding time.
13 seconds for the win.
And so much of this, Shane, is how you get on the man, all right? Your chest down low.
And you said before, no stall calls. You can drop down.
Yep, no stall calls. You want to get out of this position right here. Now leg coming in up over the top. What you don't want to do is also give up the reversal.
D'Agostino pretty high. He's got to be careful not to get pinned. He's able to recover.
Now only 15 seconds left. Now he's going to try to find a way to give up an escape and not a reversal.
On, he's going to win.
Cast over the top. Great shape.
5 seconds. And Michael D'Agostino and the Wolverines strike first at 125.
That's the definition of being clingy, Shane. Sticky, grabby, you call it. Huge win. And he brings this crowd into the meet.
Sergio Lemley. And now we go to 149 pounds. And it's Austin Gomez for Michigan. 6th in the country, 4-0 for the Wolverines. Victor Voinovich III, 11-4 mark. Of course, out of high school, went to Oklahoma State before coming to Iowa City. There's Austin Gomez. Jim Real Woods in a Hawkeye singlet coming into this dual meet. 32-1, make it 32-2.
Yeah, you know, and that match was decided by a big reversal and back points as well in the national finals. So, you know, it tells you how good he is that you have to basically take him to his back to be able to score. But how about this guy, Austin Gomez, here for the Wolverines?
We saw him last week put up 17 points on All-American Dylan DeMilio of Ohio State. The 2022 Big Ten champion. Then at Wisconsin, shared the Outstanding Wrestler Award with Miles Amine of Michigan in Lincoln at those Big Tens, and followed that up with a 4th place finish in Detroit at the national tournaments. Talk about a complete wrestler, Jim. This guy can beat you a bunch of different ways.
Well, mainly on his feet, Shane, because, you know, we watched him last week and he wasn't doing much in the top position at all, but probably one of the best wrestlers in the country going feet to back, okay? You see him bull rushing in this situation, and you see Voinovich dropping down to his knees, doesn't want any part of anything to do upper body with Gomez. You don't want to go chest to chest with this guy.
Austin Gomez slogan, scared money don't make money.
Yeah, he's been doing that since he's, you know, he's a Cyclone, he's a Badger, he's a Wolverine.
We got blood, blood red.
Always got a great personality out there. I think all 3 fan bases fell in love with the guy.
His dad Hector watching tonight back in Carroll Stream, Illinois. And want to wish Austin's sister Gabriela Gomez a happy 18th birthday, the U17 world silver medalist. They could all wrestle in that Gomez household.
Yeah, they can. Look for Austin, you know, Voinovich, one of those guys that's really tough to score on, but he's tried upper body. He's allowed Voinovich to get on a shot. Look for him to look for his offense right there. Likes to attack that right leg, Voinovich. The one without the knee sleeve on it.
Gomez, 3-time state champion in high school at Glenbard North, graduated back in 2017. The level change there from the Hawkeye Voinovich. You talked about it earlier, Jim, an opportunity. Voinovich at 149 and Caleb Rachi for the Hawkeyes at this weight class. And great opportunity here for Voinovich against a really seasoned vet in Gomez.
Yeah, Voinovich getting in on a shot again. All right, it's a time burner here against Gomez. I don't think anything's going to happen with it. But again, you're in a wrestle-off situation. Part of it's going to be how you perform in competition. A win by Voinovich right here would go a long ways, right, to helping him make this team. Nice slide-by attempt right there. Voinovich has looked the best I've seen him so far this year.
He's 11-4 this season. National qualifier last year for the Cowboys, was a 23 seed at the national tournament. Went 2-2 in Tulsa. 17-13 mark for John Smith in Oklahoma State last year. 40 seconds in a scoreless first period. Voinovich from Brecksville, Ohio, and a pair of Ohio State titles.
30 seconds remaining in the period.
Now,
And here's Gomez looking for something big.
Yep, he's able to follow it up here. Nice job of reacting to that by Voinovich. He's looked crisp today. Good reactions.
Short time in this first period. Michigan leading at 10-0. What a start for the Wolverines. Highlighted by a huge win from Sergio Lemley, the true freshman, at 141. We're scoreless to the second.
You know, this part of the match basically favors Voinovich. He's tough in the top position. In the past where Gomez has struggled, has been in the down position. He's going to go ahead and choose down after consulting coaching staff over there.
I love that camera shot of Voinovich's face, Jim. This is the Big Ten. This is the big time, Jim.
Well, this is what he came to Iowa for, an opportunity to wrestle in big matches like this, and he's going to try to answer the upset that we just saw at 141.
Quick escape. Good job there by Gomez. Just 8 seconds. Those quick escapes so critical. And Gomez puts a tally on the board.
There's that attack there to the leg. Oh, switches off to the other side there. Beautiful job by Gomez. Again, waved at that strong side that he likes to attack, all right? It wasn't there. Voinovich squared his hips up and he changed directions. Nice job at keeping his head up.
4-0 for Gomez. Gomez currently in the process of qualifying for the Olympics for Mexico. Big goals. 4-1 after the escape. Collar tie, right side for the Wolverine Gomez. Russell forehead to forehead, center of the mat.
And, you know, Gomez got to reprogram himself a little bit. Look for the big moves. Wasn't able to get the counter. Voinovich has reacted to all that pretty well. He's just got to go back to basics here if he wants to go ahead and add to this lead and create some bonus points. It'd be huge in this dual meet for the Wolverines. You know, you have to say they're pretty heavily favored in this match. Double underhook.
And there's a stall call on Voinovich. Gomez taking territory on the Resolite.
I think it's a great call because blocking with the top of the head right there. You see that. Both guys head-to-head. They're
2-on-1 here for Gomez. There's a shot from Voinovich. Austin goes back to the 2-on-1 on the edge with 10 seconds left in the period.
Good call by the referee. That was a stalemate.
Here we go.
Take a look at this action right here. Watch, he's going to go to the leg without the sleeve, goes that direction, then comes back the other direction here with that beautiful misdirection shot and finish.
Gomez with the advantage to the third. Voinovich will go on bottom. Austin Gomez, four-time Fargo champ. He's won both styles. Cadet World Team member. Qualified for the Junior Worlds back in 2018. Did not wrestle due to injury. Wrestled on a lot of big stages around the world. Austin Gomez.
And I don't expect Gomez to really be terribly committed. We saw a little bit of that last week with D'Amelio.
Again with that three-point takedown. Bonus point territory for Gomez.
Yeah, either way, you're going to need 2 takedowns. So, because a takedown here makes it 7-1. You can let him up. That makes it 7-2. You collect some riding time along the way. That's 9-2. It's just not enough. You need that second takedown. So needs time to be able to go ahead and do that. And if you're Voinovich, hey, you got an escape here. You got a takedown. You can go ahead and cut riding time. Got an opportunity to steal one.
Riding time over a minute for Gomez. Drives through. Good return. Has that ankle scooped up.
Good job of riding on that right-hand side, but again,
Austin Gomez, Jim, ranked 6th in the country at this weight class.
40 on green,
There is no way there are 5
Got
guys in the
scoop,
country
man.
better than Austin Gomez at this weight class.
Well, we'll see, but yeah, you have to think about that. And
Here
I
we go,
think
get set.
that's just it gets called for stalling in the top position.
Next week in Lincoln, Austin Gomez and top-ranked Ridge. Love it. Can't wait for that one.
That'll be a lot of fun. But, you know, like I said, he's going to settle for the riding here. We've seen him be really flashy on the feet, kind of taking away almost his best position.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Riding time is locked up. Austin Gomez got some big move stuff on his feet. Great technique, and now showing his prowess in the top position. Looking to ride Voinovich the entire period. And momentum continues for the Wolverines with the riding time points. A 5-1 decision as Austin Gomez improves to 5-0. Another W for the Wolverines. And he'll meet Aiden Riggins. Walker 6-4, Riggins an even 10-10 for the Hawkeyes. So no Jaden Bullock for Michigan.
Michigan's Joseph Walker is a redshirt junior, 2-time returning letter winner from Mishawaka, Indiana.
Aiden Riggins, 2-time state champion at Waverly Shell Rock High School. He's out of Janesville, Iowa.
High School, where he was an Indiana State champion and 2-time state place winner.
Joseph Walker, Indiana State champ. Shot here from Riggins. Walker defends.
Iowa's Aiden Riggins is a redshirt freshman from Janesville, Iowa. He won 6 matches a year ago for the Hawkeyes in limited action.
You know, Riggins, one of those guys that had a lot of matches out there, hasn't shied away from, you know, moving up and down in the weight classes. And, you know, I think he's got to be a little bit of a favorite on the team, a guy that can go out there. He can get a win in this situation. I think it'd be nice to see him be celebrated. You know, hey, he's got to be the guy that answers the call right now, because it's been pretty tough so far here for the Hawkeyes.
Riggins coming off a win last weekend against Troy Fisher of Northwestern, 4-2. Last season he was at 157 to start, then bumped up to 165. Wrestled a duel versus Minnesota at 174, and here he is tonight at 184.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, but you know, a guy that hasn't shied away from you know, wanting to be good. And you know, sometimes it's kind of hard when you go out there in front of the lights and you're taking on, you know, 500 at best as far as your record goes, and you know, it's not pointing to great things so far. But you know, it's, you know, what's more powerful, the stream or the rock?
Stalemate,
and,
guys, come on, work to improve,
he's
both
taking
guys.
good attitude every step of the way. I know his coaches like him, and this will be a big situation for him to be able to go ahead and get a win.
Darting in on a single leg is Walker. With the hips from Riggins. Pushing right back in, and he's going to score the 3 takedown.
Nice job there. As you mentioned, Shane, popping his hips in at the critical moment, knocked Walker down.
No change.
That got his coaches up.
Aiden Riggins, just a redshirt freshman, mentioned a couple times state champion, was 170-4 during his prep career. Slides in a claw right off the whistle. Quick stand up there from the Wolverine.
Worked on his mat return right there. Nice roll through here by Walker. Now he's in a good position to step back over and get a reversal.
Still red.
2 is awarded. 3-2 match. 4-2 with the escape.
Nice answering escape by Riggins. You know, that's one thing about going out there competing all the time. You've got to be able to answer with quick escapes. Riggins does it.
Fingers, guys, clear the fingers.
$15 seconds. Ear to ear late in this first period. Hawkeye doubling up the Wolverine 4-2 after one.
Iowa's lead. Riggins takes a 4-2 advantage.
And there is the new head coach for the Michigan Wolverines, Sharon Moore. Sitting in the front row. I love to see this stuff, Jim. Saw Luke Fickle, the Badgers, a couple weeks ago.
Best of luck to
Sharon
you,
Moore
Coach.
here. Yeah. Great. No, Matt Rule supports wrestling at Nebraska.
I think Sharon wrestled as well, didn't he?
I'm not sure if he wrestled.
We're going to claim him.
Running back Blake Corum was a wrestler.
Yeah, we're going to claim him. He's here today. National champion football team. Inspirational leader. Nice job here by Riggins, just doing enough to follow and they go off the mat. You know, this is just a huge match for both of these guys, really. You talk about with Walker having this opportunity, he's got a chance to really, just as far as a program wins, really put a stake in the heart of the Hawkeyes in this situation. It would be huge. Keep that momentum going.
Are we good? Okay. Hey, set.
The last time Michigan won at home was here inside the Chrysler Center in January of 2004. A 2016 win over Iowa, so it's been 20 years, a couple of decades have passed.
Yep. So
roll.
Nope.
Making Walker really work from this bottom position. Now Walker coming out the back door here. Should be able to make a good turn.
Still red.
Riggins kind of floundering around in there.
Walker looking for another reversal.
Riding time keeps going, though.
Still red.
He's got that overlock over that leg right there, that left arm over the top. The referee's not going to get him.
There's the reversal. His second reversal, and the Wolverine ties it 4-4.
35 seconds left. This probably won't be the end of the scoring.
30 seconds remaining in the period.
Comes up, puts the weight on the leg. Opportunity here for Walker just to finish it like you're in the middle. Take him all the way back to the middle if you want. The kick out.
Stays with him.
Yeah. And if you're going to kick out in that situation, you got to get all the way off the mat.
Our amazing stats guy, David, has told me that Sharon Moore wrestled in high school Derby, Kansas.
Looks like a tough guy.
Nice job there from Joseph Walker. Gets the reversal, finishes the period on top, takes riding time under a minute, 4-4. And you see Tom Brands giving instructions to Aiden Riggins.
Two reversals by Joseph Walker, and a ride out puts him back in this situation.
Set, green.
Again,
finishing that period on top was huge.
Double thigh pry. Again, both guys been working pretty hard in this match. We'll see if anybody's lacking conditioning.
Claw ride from the Wolverine. Walker up on his shoe tops, digging into the wrestling with that forward pressure. Now slides a leg in, goes cross body.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird situation. Looks like Reagan's kind of forced that action, kind of stepped over that. Walker ends up in the cross body. Now, if it was 59 seconds of riding time, if Walker's able to stay in the top position this whole match, he wins the match with riding time.
Looking for a guillotine, and he's going to rock it back.
He's going to go. Roll through.
Riggins is able to reverse. 6-4 for the Hawkeye.
Yeah, what's huge about that is it cuts the riding time. Riding time's not going to be a factor, at least in the regulation. Nice, Matt, returning a roll through.
Seen that a few times from Walker.
1 minute left.
In a one-point match, here we go with 55.
Two journeymen out there trying to make a difference.
Crowd is really into this one. This is the loudest this crowd has been since Lemley at 141 when he knocked off Real Woods.
Well, we saw before where Walker was able to go ahead and get in on a straight double leg, and the hips of Riggins made the difference on that one. Now Riggins playing the edge. Straight on shot. And go off the mat.
Out of bounds. And there's Sharon Moore up out of his seat. new head football coach at Michigan. Taking in some wrestling. Down to 20 seconds. Walker's got to begin his sprint here. There's a stall call on Riggins.
Nice job of Riggins basically coming back into that duck under. Now he's got an underhook there. He can control the clock right here in this situation.
And Aiden Riggins. Back-to-back victories in the Big Ten as Riggins gets the decision and pushes his record over 500 at 11-10. Good win for Riggins at 184.
Big win. You're right, Shane. A big win for him in that situation.